This recording is to cover how to purchase Cengage Unlimited for CIS 233, 234, 235, 132, and 232. Pretty much all of my networking courses. We use, let me go here. We use Cengage Unlimited in a lot of our networking courses, a lot of our classes here at the college, and classes inside of IT. So one thing you want to pay attention to is the subscription that you purchase. So you can click on any of my links that go out to Cengage Unlimited. Let's just go to required materials. And then you scroll down a little bit and you'll see a link to the Cengage Unlimited site. I want to point out that here is not what you want. You do not want the e-textbook, because that's just access to an electronic textbook, but not to MindTap, which is where we do our labs in a virtual environment. What you need is Cengage Unlimited, which is here. It's $125. In the bookstore, it's $155, but you can use your financial aid dollars. So please do not buy just the e-textbook. If you've done that, return it. That's not what you need. You need Cengage Unlimited, which gives you access to MindTap and WebAssign. We use MindTap, but it also gives you copy and access to the textbook itself in an online, PDF in an online environment. Now, if you are one of those people who want an actual copy, you can pay for shipping. They will send you a textbook. You send it back at the end of the semester. Only $10 for shipping and handling for each textbook. So you can buy this for one semester for $124. You can buy it for a year, $190, or you can buy it for 2 years. If you're in the network administration track and you're just beginning, I would buy it for 2 years. If you're going to take classes in the summer or the fall of next year, at least buy it for a year. But if you're just taking this class and this is the only class that you will be doing in network administration or any class that uses Cengage, then just buy it for a term. You can use Cengage in other curriculums though. So if, for example, you're taking a poli-sci class and they use a Cengage textbook, you have Cengage Unlimited, you do not need to buy that textbook again. You've already purchased Cengage Unlimited, which has access to tens of thousands of textbooks at Cengage. So that's the benefit and the idea of Cengage Unlimited. Now this is the cost if you buy it directly through Cengage. And by the way, in all of those classes that I listed at the beginning of my classes, that you only need Cengage Unlimited. You do not need to buy any other resource. I want to point out what the bookstore tells you to buy though, because it is wrong. So let's look at it's not wrong, but the bookstore tends to, why did I type GT? The bookstore is a fan of recommending books, which we do not need. And if you look at just the bookstore prices, it's so overwhelming and not true. It's not the right thing. So here, Barnes & Noble College, that's our new bookstore. You go out to your class. You can buy these online too. So if you're using, let's do search now. If you have to use financial aid dollars, buy it from the bookstore. If you want to save a little bit of money and you're paying out of pocket, buy it directly through Cengage Unlimited. It's about $30 cheaper. So let's select our term. We're the CIS department. You can pick 132, 233, 234, 235, 232. Those are some of the classes that I teach that use Cengage Unlimited, although there are more. Those are just a few of mine. Pick our section. Okay, let's look at this section of 233. Retrieve materials. check this out. Okay, so far you have to buy one copy of Cengage Unlimited. That's it. This is what the bookstore tells you need to buy. Come on, internet. I hope you're all having a good start of the semester so far. It is winter 2023. Wow, slow. Okay, this is what the textbook tells you. 2 required. The printed copy for $305 and the digital copy for $156. And then it gives you some optional crap. No, this isn't true. You do not need to spend $460 on textbooks for this class. Not true. You don't buy the physical copy. And by the way, in all of my classes, it'll say this. It'll say buy a physical copy and Cengage Unlimited. That they're both required, and that's not the case. The only thing that's required is Cengage Unlimited, and then you have a copy of the textbook through there. So just buy this. If you are using financial aid dollars or scholarship dollars, buy it through the bookstore. It's $155.99. If you're paying for it out of pocket, then that's where you want to buy it through Cengage directly, which is $124.99. That's all you need for the course. Likewise, once you once you have purchased your subscription, a couple things real quick. You can then go to your class. So you've logged into your Cengage account, you've purchased it. Make note on if you're using your student your student email address or your personal email address. I would recommend you use your student email just so it links it up with Blackboard and how to transfer your grades over. So create your Cengage account, purchase your subscription, your Cengage Unlimited subscription for either $125 or $156 at the bookstore. Once you're in there, you can, let me launch it. For example, here's, make sure pop-up blockers are enabled, but this is 234, one of my classes that uses it. But it looks all the same, no matter if you're taking Linux or Windows Server or Network Plus. So we're going to launch this, and you can through here order your copy of the textbook physically, and you just pay $10 for shipping. So where the bookstore was going to sell it to you for $305, which is a complete ripoff, you can get it for just shipping for $10. Then you ship it back at the end of the semester. Then you have a physical copy you can read if you want. But through Cengage Unlimited, wow, my internet is not normally this slow. Although my son is gaming right now, that may slow us down a little bit. It's his gaming hour. Once we get into here, you can read the textbook online. You can see where we have access to Mind tab, which is where our labs are, and how everything is connected through our class. Come on. It does not take this long to load. I don't know why it's taking this long. No. Oh, man. It was down earlier. I did see this. This is unusual, by the way. That is not usually what happens. Let's try 232. Looks like it's loading a little bit better. There we go. I noticed some problems with Cengage earlier today, that it was down, but normally it'll launch right into the course. If you get something that asks for a course key, you're going through it wrong. You need to create your account, buy your subscription to Cengage Unlimited, then log into Cengage Unlimited, and then go to Blackboard, click on the links, and it'll launch you right to here. Of course, this textbook will be different depending on what class you're in, but over here is the full book. So this is the full e-textbook. Again, you can go to your account settings and order a physical copy, but you can take notes in here. You're going to read through this textbook just like you would if it were a physical book in front of you, and we'll do work out of this textbook as well. So there's one of the best benefits of online textbooks is when you take quizzes, you can search through this book a lot easier than you can if you're sitting in class with a book in front of you and looking for a keyword in a chapter or something like that. So there's some benefits to it, but I know it's a shift sometimes as well. So there's your book. The only other thing, I just wanted to make this video to show people how to get connected to Cengage Unlimited, what not to purchase from the textbook or from the bookstore. But I also wanted to, I'll also point out one thing real quick. In Blackboard, these are the assignments you follow. So if you go into a unit or a module and it says click on these labs, those are the labs you need to do, then those are the only labs you need to do. Cengage MindTap will have a bunch of different things that are posted here. And this doesn't mean that you have to do all of them. So even if it says this counts towards your grade, that isn't true. You only do the labs that have a link to it in Blackboard. So if Blackboard says go out and do lab 2-1 using Linux Live Media to boot, then go do this one. If it says go do lab 2-1 works with TTY, then this one. But if it doesn't say go do this, then don't do this one. Only do the ones that Blackboard tells you to do. And that'll be true in all of my classes that use Cengage Unlimited. All right, thank you guys. That's just a quick start of how you can get into what you need to purchase for, again, that was 233, 234, 235, 132, and 232, any sections of those classes. That's Cengage Unlimited, which you can buy from the bookstore for $126, or you can buy, no, I'm sorry, $156 from the bookstore using financial aid dollars, your own dollars, or scholarship dollars, or directly through Cengage for $125. Thank you. Have a great day.